What's happening, guys? In 2022, we got to witness tons of movie releases from major to minor studios, some lived up to its hype and some panned by movie lovers and critics. Welcome to Popcorn Factor, and here are our top 15 movies released and lived up to their hype. Top 15 Lightyear. Produced by Disney and Pixar, this 2022 computer-animated space adventure is a spin-off to Toy Story and fifth installment in the franchise. Starring Chris Evans as the fan-favorite space icon, which created quite a buzz even before its release, but the film is not as exploratory or daring as the previous Pixar films. But it is a good movie worth watching, especially if you love the original movies. All around, it's a fun and entertaining movie, with great humor and a few heart-wrenching moments. Popcorn Factor giving the movie a 7 by 10 rating. Top 14 Uncharted. Uncharted is a movie based on video game of the same name developed by Naughty Dog and published by Sony Interactive Entertainment. Directed by Ruben Fleischer from a screenplay by Rafe Lee Judkins, Art Markham, and Matt Holloway. It stars Tom Holland as Nathan Drake and Mark Wahlberg as Victor Sullivan. In the film, Drake is recruited by Sullivan in a race against corrupt billionaire Santiago Moncada and mercenary leader Joe Braddock to locate the fabled treasure of the Magellan expedition. It was a fun action film without the depth needed to become a good film. Overall, Uncharted is a pretty average adventure film. There is some good here for sure, and Sony are hoping to make this a franchise, but it doesn't do enough for me to get me excited for that or recommend this for a watch. Popcorn Factor gives Uncharted a 7.5 rating out of 10. Top 13 Bones and All. Bones and All is a 2022 romantic horror film directed by Luca Guadagnino from a screenplay by David Kojanich, based on the 2015 novel Bones and All by Camille DeAngelis. The film stars Taylor Russell and Timothée Chalamet as a pair of young cannibals who flee together on a road trip across the country and develop feelings for each other. The movie is full of scenes of gory brutality. Popcorn Factor gives this R-rated film a rating of 7.5 out of 10. Top 12 Bullet Train. Bullet Train is a 2022 American action comedy film starring Brad Pitt as an assassin who must battle fellow killers while riding a bullet train. The film is directed by David Leitch from a screenplay by Zach Olkowicz starring Brad Pitt and produced by Antoine Fuqua, who initially conceived the film. It is based on the 2010 novel Maria Beetle, written by Kei Tarasaka and translated by Sam Melissa. The film works because Brad Pitt is a really funny and engaging guy. Leitch helms his action with clarity and impact, creating a beautifully nonsensical thrill ride that could have been a train wreck, but entertains to the end of the line. Popcorn Factor gives Bullet Train a rating of 8 out of 10.
Take the gun.
Every job I do, somebody dies.
Top 11 The Northman. The Northman is a 2022 American epic historical action thriller film directed by Robert Eggers, who co-wrote the screenplay with SJN. Based on the legend of Amleth, the film stars Alexander Skarsgård, who also produced, Nicole Kidman, CLA's Bang, Anya Taylor-Joy, Ethan Hawke, B.G. Ark, and Willem Dafoe. The plot centers on Amleth, a Viking prince who sets out on a quest to avenge the murder of his father. The film is heavily influenced by Norse mythology. The Northman is an epic the likes of which we hardly see in Hollywood anymore, carefully curated by a master of the medium and packed with powerhouse performances. Popcorn Factor gives The Northman a rating of 8.5 out of 10. Top 10 The Woman King. The Woman King is a 2022 American alternate history epic film about the Agaji, the all-female warrior unit that protected the West African kingdom of Dahomey during the 17th to 19th centuries. Set in the 1820s, the film stars Viola Davis as a general who trains the next generation of warriors to fight their enemies. The film is purported to be an Oscar contender for Best Actress Viola Davis, with some even saying it has a shot at Best Picture. Its fourth weekend gross is estimated to be at around $4.7 million. It is now the 41st highest grossing worldwide movie total of 2022, a total success. Popcorn Factor gives The Woman King a rating of 8.5 out of 10. Top 9 Thor Love and Thunder. In the film, Thor attempts to find inner peace, but must return to action and recruit Valkyrie, Korg, and Jane Foster, who is now the mighty Thor, to stop Gore the God Butcher from killing gods. Truly an enjoyable film. In some ways it felt different from most MCU films, and while it didn't turn out to be as groundbreaking to critics as its predecessor, it proves to be the perfect superhero movie for the summer. Many others before me say that it didn't have enough story, but let me tell you what it lacks in a stellar story. It more than makes up for in action, humor, outstanding. Top 8. Scream. Scream is a 2022 American slasher film directed by Matt Bettinelli-Olpin and Tyler Gillette and written by James Vanderbilt and Guy Bissac. It is the fifth installment in the Scream film series. Though billed as a relaunch of the film series, the film is a direct sequel to Scream 42011. The film takes place 25 years after the original Woodsboro murders, when yet another Ghostface appears and begins targeting a group of teenagers who are each somehow linked. Like many other fans of the Scream franchise, I had mixed feelings when it was announced that a fifth installment was on the way. I was ecstatic to know that the original cast would be returning, but with Wes Craven's passing in 2015, who would be at the helm, and would they be able to live up to Craven's vision? Popcorn Factor gives Scream a rating of 7.5 out of 10. Top 7. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Doctor Strange teams up with America Chavez, a mysterious teenager who can travel across multiverses, to battle multiple threats, with Scarlet Witch chasing them to acquire Chavez's powers. The film was directed by Sam Raimi, written by Michael Waldron, and stars Benedict Cumberbatch as Stephen Strange, alongside Elizabeth Olsen. Finally, a Marvel movie that is serious, more violent, and a bit amount of gore for a PG-13 rating, which is pretty good use for it. The director of Spider-Man trilogy and the Evil Dead franchise has done it again. I'm thrilled they give him another chance to direct another superhero movie. Doctor Strange. Popcorn Factor gives Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness a rating of 9 out of 10.
Tell him the truth.
Top 6. Nope. Nope is a 2022 American neo-Western science fiction horror film directed, written, and co-produced by Jordan Peele under his Monkey Paw Productions banner. It stars Daniel Kaluuya and Keke Palmer as horse-wrangling siblings attempting to capture evidence of an unidentified flying object. Another success from Jordan Peele in this unusual horror and sci-fi combination. Nope is full of messages and metaphors that are hinted at and referenced to throughout the film, which add to the experience. What I found most entertaining was an almost completely familiar monster changed into something completely original. I have to give props to the designers of this thing, as I have never seen anything like it, and it single-handedly filled me with fear, mystery, and confusion. Popcorn Factor gives Nope a rating of 9.5 out of 10. Top 5. Black Adam. Starring Dwayne Johnson as the titular DC Comics character, the film is a spin-off to Shazam and the 11th film in the DC Extended Universe. Nearly 5,000 years have passed, and Black Adam has gone from man to myth to legend. Now free, his unique form of justice, born out of rage, is challenged by modern-day heroes who form the Justice Society. Movie is overall good. The acting of The Rock was perfect. Finally, he seems like a character more than himself. He's born to play Black Adam. It has balance, humor, and darkness, but still, I think the movie should totally be on a serious take instead of being with humor and funny, cause it's a Black Adam. Popcorn Factor gives Black Adam a rating of 9.5 out of 10.
Up to you.
Top 4. Elvis. Elvis is a 2022 biographical musical drama film directed by Baz Luhrmann, who co-wrote the screenplay with Sam Bromell, Craig Pearce, and Jeremy Donner. The film follows the life of rock and roll icon, singer, and actor Elvis Presley, told from the perspective of his manager, Colonel Tom Parker. The latest from Baz Luhrmann's Strictly Ballroom or Australia biopic on probably, in some circles, the greatest singer or performer of all time. Tracing his roots as a poor white boy forced to live or his family in a black neighborhood where he finds his calling. Popcorn Factor gives Elvis a 9.8 rating out of 10. Top 3. Triple R. Triple R is a 2022 Indian Telugu language epic action drama film directed by S.S. Rajamouli, who co-wrote the film with his father. The plot revolves around fictitious story of two legendary revolutionaries and their journey away from home before they started fighting for their country in the 1920s. This movie is one of the greatest movies I've seen in my life, not knowing that Indian movies would actually execute so well, especially this one. The action is the best part of this movie. No scene in this movie cannot go untouched without action. Popcorn Factor gives Triple R a rating of 9.9 out of 10.
తొక్కుకుంటూ పోవాలి ఎదురొచ్చినోడ్ని ఏసుకుంటూ పోవాలి.
Top 2, Avatar: The Way of the Water. It is the sequel to Avatar and the second film in the Avatar franchise, directed by James Cameron from a screenplay he co-wrote with Rick Jaffa and Amanda Silver. The plot revolves around Jake Sully and Nadiri family and are doing everything to stay together. However, they must leave their home and explore the regions of Pandora. When an ancient threat resurfaces, Jake must fight a difficult war against the humans. James Cameron's turn of the decade sequel, based on the 2009 box office record-setting Blue World of Pandora, is technically tantamount to an absolute masterstroke and nothing less. Popcorn Factor gives Avatar: The Way of the Water a rating of 9.9 out of 10.
We cannot let you bring your war here.
Before revealing our top 1 movie of 2022, please subscribe our channel and follow us on all social media platforms. Links are given in the description. Top 1, Top Gun: Maverick. The film is a sequel to the 1986 film Top Gun. Tom Cruise reprises his starring role as the naval aviator Maverick. In the film, Maverick confronts his past while training a group of younger Top Gun graduates, including the son of his deceased best friend, for a dangerous mission. What a picture! Cinema at its finest. Top Gun: Maverick is the high-energy, funny, exhilarating motion picture cinemas and audiences need, and its full-throttle heart. Furthermore, the absolutely brilliant combination of screenwriting, directing, and all the technical elements combine to acknowledge and build upon the nostalgia, without resting its laurels on it or hiding behind the cultural and cinematic touchstone that was the original Top Gun. Popcorn Factor gives Top Gun: Maverick a rating of 10 out of 10. Hope you guys liked my picks. Comment down your favorite movie that's not on the list. I will see you on next video. Bye!